Hey guys, it's Hollingsworth and I'm right back at you with a brand new video today. So, before I tell this terrible story, I'd like to talk a little bit about cheating. As most of you might know, cheating is very wrong. Cheating not only hurts people emotionally, but it can also destroy their concept of love. When you get cheated on and you believe that you are in love with someone, it completely destroys what you really thought was real. You thought that you had felt real love. You thought that the person that you were with had felt a true love for you. But someone that is in love with another person does not cheat under any circumstances. They would do anything that they had to never ever lose that person in which they love. So just know if someone does cheat on you and they said that they loved you, that they don't. Don't let them convince you otherwise. And also, try not to let it destroy what you really believe love is, because love is a beautiful thing that I believe everyone needs to experience. And it really hurts me when I hear from people around me that they've been cheated on it, that they were in love with that person, because I really can relate to the hurt and pain that you're feeling deep within. It's also affected me in a very fucked up sense. I now struggle to trust almost anyone. It's not just my significant other. I struggle to trust everyone. And this ends up messing up relationships with the people around me, the people that I love and that I care about, because of what another person did to me. So if you're watching this and you're ever considering cheating on someone else, always remember the negative effects that you could have on the person that you are with. That could honestly be with them for their entire life. But enough of that. Let me tell you the story in which I was cheated on. The day that my trust was ruined with everyone forever. So when I was a freshman in high school, I started dating this girl. Anyone that knows me knew that I did not date girls. It was not my thing. I stayed far away from them. I was really focused on bettering myself and staying away from girls, but I found a girl that I really liked, and I decided to be with that girl. We'll call her Bonnie. To me, Bonnie was the most beautiful girl in the world. I could not keep my eyes off of her. I thought of her every single day. I was with her for probably around 6 or 7 months. I honestly don't remember anymore. But needless to say, this girl made me feel a way that I had never felt before in my entire life. It was safe to say that this girl was my true first love. Ah, yeah, the infamous first love. We all wish that our first love was as magical as we'd always imagined, just like some movie that we'd seen somewhere that had given us a faulty view of what love was really like. As far as I was concerned, I was in love with this girl, and I still don't know to this day if that was really true love, but back then, as far as I was concerned, I was in love. I spent every moment with this girl, every moment that I possibly could. I was in school, so obviously it kind of fucked things up a little bit, but I spent as much time as I possibly could with this girl. I could not get enough of her. Everything in our relationship had been happy. I thought that everything was great, that I'd been a great boyfriend. I did my best to be a good boyfriend. I didn't know what being a boyfriend was even really like back then, but I did my best to be a good boyfriend. I genuinely trusted her. She would go out all the time with her friends, and I always genuinely believed that she was doing what she told me, because up until that point, I had not truly had my trust been destroyed by another individual. I remember old me sitting around, girlfriend's out somewhere, hanging out with friends, and I'm just happy as a clam, just thinking about how great our relationship is, how much I love this girl, how much I trust her. And for the first time in a long time in my life, I genuinely felt happy. And I never even thought once that this girl would be the one to fuck me over. In fact, I was thinking about a future. I was so young and dumb, but I was thinking about a future. I thought we had all of these great memories ahead of us, but I could not have been more wrong, let me tell you. Also, let me add, I was a virgin at the time, as most of you probably should have been at my age, but I had always waited and told myself that I should wait until I find the person that I truly am in love with before I even consider thinking about doing something as serious as that. Things had gotten so serious between me and this girl that we talked about it. In fact, we actually planned on doing it. I really felt like I was going to share one of the most special moments of my entire life with someone that I really loved. But it wasn't for long that I thought that, because things changed really fast. So my girlfriend at the time had been really good friends with this guy, and I trusted her, so I didn't care if they hung out or around each other, any of that. In fact, they were even so close that she called him her brother. They were just like good best friends. Usually when you get called a brother, you're deep in the friend zone, right? But I could not have been more wrong. One day, I go out with my girlfriend and we go to a little like hang out with a bunch of our friends at some guy's house that I don't remember. I try to have a good night with her, but the entire night she's acting really weird, really distant, not talking to me much, kind of acting weird around all of these people that I wasn't around a lot. And I kind of didn't know how to take it. So I decided that I just wanted to go home because I wasn't having fun, I wasn't comfortable. The next day, I wake up, send her the good morning text, excited to talk to her, and she hits me with a text that made my stomach absolutely drop. This feeling I will never forget because it struck me so deep within my being. She texted me and said, "Hey, I really need to talk to you about something." And that's not a text that you ever want to receive from your significant other because it never really means something good. It could mean something not that bad. It could mean something absolutely terrible. Unfortunately that day, it meant something really terrible. She was driven over to my house. One of my good friends came with her, her best friend came with her, and we sat in a park and talked. And before I could even start talking to her, she broke down into tears. And that absolutely killed me. I didn't know what happened, but I knew it was something so bad. It really frightened me. She broke down into tears, and she ended up telling me that she got really drunk at that little hangout the night before. And she told me she did something that she really regretted, but she felt as if she needed to tell me because she hoped that I would forgive her if she told me that she did something instead of trying to hide it and having to live with the guilt. She figured that she'd tell me. And she told me that night that she'd slept with that really good friend of hers, and it immediately broke me as a person. I don't think I've ever had such a deep inflow of emotions all at once. I felt as if I hated her. I wanted to cry my eyes out. In fact, I actually did start to cry my eyes out. I began to feel broken, distraught, enraged, betrayed. So many different emotions all at once. It was really overwhelming. And I told her that I would not forgive her for that bullshit. It is not okay to do that to another human being. And if you think that it is okay, you're wrong. It is not okay to do that to someone. So I snapped on this girl. Looking back, I was probably a lot meaner than I should have been, but when your emotions take control of you, and these are just such deep, intense emotions, that they really did take control of me, and I just said so many mean things to this girl. I cussed her. I said every fucking bad word in the book to this girl, because I was so hurt. This moment really did change me as a person. I still to this day cannot trust people. I struggle. I do my best to trust people, but I always expect the worst because I have been done so dirty. To be honest, at the time, it felt like my whole life was coming to an end. Like it was all ending. It really felt like everything that I cared about was gone. Obviously, that is not the case because I am still right here. It does suck really bad, but it's not the end of the world if that happens to you. As you might imagine though, she did feel really bad and regretted it for a really long time. In fact, this girl tried relentlessly for probably over a year to get back with me. But there's no way in hell that I would ever get back with someone that had hurt me so deeply as a person. The way I look at it is, why would I allow myself to be put in a position where I have the potential to be hurt so badly again? And sure, maybe that's not the right way to think about it. Maybe she would have been really loyal, really great, awesome. Maybe everything would have been perfect, but none of that really mattered to me. I've been hurt so bad that I just would not even dare give her the power to do something like that again. This also did fuck with me on so many other levels, because when someone does something like that to you, your first thoughts are like, was it my fault? Did I do something wrong? Is something wrong with me? Why did they decide that that was okay to do? But let me tell you guys, that is not the case. If you ever are cheated on, don't ever blame yourself. Just know that that person that did that made a mistake, and they might regret it deeply, they might not. It is not your fault for that person choosing to do something so fucked up to another person. And just know if that does happen, that person isn't the one for you. In my opinion, everything happens for a reason. You weren't meant to be with that person if they did that to you. Just know, now you have the opportunity to go out and find that person that is right for you. Find that person that is out there, and don't ever say, oh, they're not out there, because they are out there. Go find that person that's right for you. I'm sorry for rambling on a lot. I just have a lot of really deep emotions kind of vested inside me on this topic. If you do want to hear me talk more about cheating or want advice on any other subject, let me know down below, because I could go on a rant about this for probably a few hours, because this is something that's definitely affected my everyday life. If you guys made it this far in the video, just know I really appreciate you. If you haven't already, follow me on all my social media below. Like this video, leave a comment, let me know how I did. I'm sorry if I rambled on a little bit. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.